Go back to New Year's Day 2010. Families are all around the telly box watching a conclusion to a series that has warmed the hearts of a nation since 2007. Then the words and famous lyrics come onto the screen, and it's all over.
Tell me tomorrow, I'll wait by the window for you.
Well, now it's coming back for one episode, and so here is my preview to the Gavin and Stacey Christmas special. I have fuck all time to do this, let's go. Gavin and Stacey followed the characters of Gavin and Stacey as they fell in love, married, fell out, loved again, and lived happily ever after, with the shenanigans of their two families helping make the show feel so real. And I will be doing a full review of the series at some point, but here I'm wanting to talk about the new episode that, when this is uploaded, airs tomorrow, Christmas Day. This is going to be a tight turnaround for me.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things. It's a fucking shit show.
Because on the one hand, I'm really excited for the episode, and on the other hand, worried sick that it will ruin what was and still is a classic TV show. Everyone who was a fan of the show, either when it was airing a decade ago or in its subsequent years, loved how real and relatable the show was. The characters were all likeable, and it will be nice to see what they are all like now they're 10 years older and in 2019, a time that is very different to when this decade started. Has Smithy matured?
Like mature cheddar.
What are Gavin and Stacey like as parents? Does Bryn own an Alexa? These are questions that we all secretly have in the back of our heads. Plus, to see them all on screens one more time will always be a nice thing. The public loved the show, and we all long for the stuff we loved and no longer have back in our lives. God, I miss you, Fergie. But there is a catch to all this, and it's that old word nostalgia. Like I said, people love the show, myself included, which means that coming back will have everyone having high expectations that it will be just like it was back in the day, how we remember it and view it. Which in some ways is a good thing, but does mean it could go very, very wrong, because people will expect it to be how they remembered, how it was, whilst also wanting it to be fresh, new, and something that expands or adds to the narrative or the universe of the show. The expectation and hype for it may ultimately play a part in it not being as liked, and my god, are people expecting and hoping it's the best thing to be aired on Christmas for a long time. The shift in time from 2010 to 2019 and the ages of the characters is my biggest worry for the episode not hitting the heights people expect it to, and even possibly being a piece of poor television. A lot has changed in society since 2010. Things that were seen as acceptable, or at least not as severely frowned upon back then, are no longer accepted in today's world. And whilst Gavin and Stacey for the most part feels like it holds up to today's standards and is relatable and relevant, there's always a risk that it won't come across the same, and that it seems that way because we're all familiar with the show and the show has that special place in our hearts. The characters being a decade older, especially the core four of Gavin, Stacey, Smithy and Nessa, is also a thing that could cause issues depending on how they've been written. If they're exactly like they were when the series ended, then that means they haven't grown as characters and it would seem a bit off. Much like if they brought back the in-betweeners with the characters all in their early 30s but acting like 18 and 19-year-old twats.
If you want a blowjob.
We should stick it on Kerry. She loves giving blowjobs.
We'd have to get a bigger one.
Yeah, good one.
It is important that they have grown, changed enough as characters to show the progression of time, while still keeping that essence that we fell in love with all them years ago. However, this could cause some issues with the dynamics. They may not be as strong if they have aged. What I mean by that is the interactions the characters had, again particularly the core four, worked so well and were entertaining because of the ages they all were. They were all adults, they were all in their mid-20s, which allowed them to have mature, grown-up moments whilst also having really nice, kind, funny, youthful moments. And with having them aged around a decade, that youthfulness, that playfulness, could have changed and not come across as it did before. Ultimately, I am very positive that the episode will be a piece of top-tier content on the Christmas calendar, and like many will be tuning in when it airs, savouring every one of the 3,600 seconds of screen time, and then no doubt making a review of the episode whilst hungover. So I guess there is also that to look forward to. Thanks for making it this far into my preview to the Gavin Stacey Christmas comeback. And yes, it has been an awful long time since I've uploaded, and like last time where I said I would be more consistent, this time I fucking will be. I even posted a shitty 40 odd second trailer for one series I'm gonna start doing really soon. So if you want to see that, or just enjoy this content, then like, comment, subscribe, and fuck it, share if you feel like this content was any good. I'll see you guys in another one. Goodbye.